gentlemen, welcome to the 2017 Fall Commencement at the University of Northern Iowa. Please rise for the graduating students. Representatives of the faculty of the University of Northern Iowa. Representatives of the faculty of the University of Northern Iowa. President Nook and the Platform Party.
Ladies and gentlemen, I bid you welcome to the Fall 2017 Commencement Exercises of the University of Northern Iowa, which will now be in order. Please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem by Mr. Jeffrey Brick, Professor of Voice from the UNI School of Music. The colors will be presented by the University of Northern Iowa ROTC Honor Guard.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Please be seated. At this time, I have the honor of introducing to you the members of the Platform Party. All those introduced should please remain standing until the introductions have been completed, and I ask that applause be withheld until all have been introduced. Mr. Milt Dokovich, member of the Board of Regents, State of Iowa. Ms. Rachel Johnson, member of the Board of Regents, State of Iowa. Dr. Mark Nook, President. Dr. James Wolpart, Provost and Executive Vice President. Dr. Michael Hager, Senior Vice President for Finance and Operations. Dr. Paula Knutson, Vice President for Student Affairs. Dr. Victoria Robinson, Associate Vice President for Educator Preparation. Dr. Patrick Pease, Associate Provost for Academic Affairs and Dean of the Graduate College. Dr. Brenda Bass, Dean of the College of Social and Behavioral Sciences. Dr. Gaetan Jean-Marie, Dean of the College of Education. Dr. Kent Johnson, Dean of Continuing Education and Special Programs. Dr. John Fritsch, Dean of the College of Humanities, Arts, and Sciences. Dr. Leslie Wilson, Dean of the College of Business Administration. Mr. Christopher Cox, Dean of Library Services. Dr. Scott Peters, Associate Professor of Political Science. Ms. Greta Berghammer, Professor, Department of Theater. Mr. David Boyer, Chair of the UNI Alumni Association Board of Directors. Mr. Jamal White, President, Northern Iowa Student Government. Ms. Megan Kennedy, Student Speaker and candidate for a Bachelor of Arts degree in Psychology and Family Services. And Ms. Kelly Noltner, vocalist and candidate for a Master of Music degree. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the President of the University of Northern Iowa, Dr. Mark Nook.
Students are soon to graduate. Their parents, families, and friends, faculty members, members of the Distinguished Platform Party, welcome to the University of Northern Iowa and to our December 2017 commencement exercises. It's a pleasure to have all of you here. This is the most exciting time on a university campus. We dress up in these funny robes and it doesn't seem like we're all that excited, but all of the faculty and the students and the people on this platform that I talked to earlier this morning couldn't be more excited to be here and celebrate the accomplishments of these students. You have put in so much work to get to this point. Commencement is really just a ceremony that honors you and the hard work that you've done to get to this place. Today we award you degrees. We honor you with a degree. But that degree is really just a symbol of the education that you've earned. Many of you will go out and start a job today that has everything to do with the degree you are earning today or being awarded today. I talked with many of you this morning over in the Dome, and you had your jobs lined up, and they were very much in the place of your degree. Some of you others have jobs lined up as well that have absolutely nothing to do with your degree. And I couldn't be more proud of you. The one thing that I know is that regardless of what you do after you leave this place, you will never stop using the education that you have gotten at this place. You may not use that degree, but you will always, always use that education. Even at times when you might be serving your family and not taking a job, you'll still be using that degree. So congratulations today on this event, but more importantly, congratulations on all the hard work, all your dedication to your studies. And thank you for choosing to attend today and make this ceremony very, very special. To the parents, family members, children of some of these graduates, thank you for your dedication as well to helping them reach this point. want to take a moment to recognize our faculty and staff. None of these graduates would be here without the dedication of our faculty at the University of Northern Iowa. They are an exceptional group. In the short time that I've been here less than a year, I've gotten to know many of these faculty, and they all are extremely dedicated, not just to the students, but to the success of the students, and there's a pretty big difference. They really are focused on making sure that they set those bars high, that they get an excellent education here, and that the students work hard to attain that education and walk away with what they really need to be successful when they leave this university. So faculty and staff, thank you for the work that you've done to bring these graduates, these students, to this point. At this time, I'd like to ask those students who are wearing red, white, and blue cords to please rise. We should have a few. The students in the red, white, and blue cords are members, active members of our military, veterans, or students who will soon be joining our military in service to this country. Please join me in thanking them for their incredible service. It is indeed our honor to have you with us today. I know that there are many other people in attendance today who are also veterans or current members of the military or soon to join. Would all of the veterans and current members of the military please stand and let us thank you as well. Thank you for protecting our freedoms and allowing us to be here today to honor these graduates. The University of Northern Iowa Lux Service Award is presented by the Office of the Dean of Students annually to an undergraduate student who best represents the ideal of service to the university community. The honor is conferred in the spirit of keeping the light of service to others burning bright at the University of Northern Iowa. The name of the award, Lux, is from the university's official seal that features a burning lamp of knowledge and the Latin word for light. For the fall 2017 commencement, we are recognizing an outstanding student. Traditionally, our Lux Service Award students are involved in an average of 7 student organizations and have held leadership positions in at least 2. They have completed countless hours of community service for UNI and the Cedar Valley. They hold on-campus jobs, off-campus jobs, conduct research, and hold internships. They are resident assistants, presidents of organizations, volunteer coordinators, student ambassadors, Greek members, student athletes, and even TC and TK, our Panther mascots. These students do all of this while maintaining an average GPA of 3.47. Lux recipients are nominated by faculty, staff, and peers who worked with them and have seen their contributions they made to the university. They embody what the University of Northern Iowa means when we dedicate ourselves to community engagement and service to others. Joining the ranks of the Lux recipients today is Megan Kennedy, a psychology and family services double major from Ogden, Iowa. She has been actively involved in a number of organizations, including President of Social and Behavioral Representatives and the Psychology Club, Model UN, UNI Proud, Northern Iowa Feminists, National Honor Society of Leadership and Success, Phi Sigma Pi National Honor Fraternity, Honors Program, Conservation Partners, St. Stephen's Catholic Student Center, and the UNI Panther Marching Band. Megan also volunteered her time at the Riverview Center in Waterloo, conducted research on campus, and served as a teaching assistant. She did all of this while also working full-time at Exceptional Persons Incorporated as a direct support professional. Megan plans to attend graduate school to earn her PhD. Her lasting legacy will not only be the countless students that she has impacted while at UNI and her contributions to the growth of many organizations, but she will also make an impact as a star in the documentary film, We Are Survivors. Megan has influenced numerous individuals through sharing her own story and helping others through difficult times in their lives. Today's Lux Award recipient is Megan Kennedy. Please join me in congratulating her on this well-deserved honor.
We now proceed to the recognition and award of honors. Dr. James Wolpart, Executive Vice President and Provost of the University, will recognize those candidates honored for their superior record and scholarship. Dr. Wolpart.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may have noticed that some of our candidates today are wearing bronze medallions. This medallion indicates these students are graduating with summa cum laude honors, which means that they have achieved an academic level which places them in the top 3% of their collegiate graduating class. This achievement demonstrates both a superior level of ability and high dedication to scholarship. The university is very proud to recognize these candidates at this time. Would the summa cum laude candidates please rise so that we may honor you? Thank you. Students graduating magna cum laude with great distinction have earned a grade point average of 3.70 to 3.89, and they are wearing purple honor cords. Will the magna cum laude candidates please rise so that we may recognize and honor you? Thank you. Students graduating cum laude with distinction have earned a grade point average of 3.50 to 3.69, and they are wearing gold honor cords. Will the cum laude candidates please rise so we may recognize and honor them? Thank you.
At these exercises, it has become our pleasant custom to ask a member of the graduating class to deliver an address to today's graduates and audience. Dr. Brenda Bass, Dean of the College of Social and Behavioral Sciences, will introduce this year's speaker. Dean Bass.
It is my honor to introduce our student speaker today, Megan Kennedy. As you've already heard, Megan is a native of Ogden, Iowa, and I want to say welcome to her parents, Jim and Julie Kennedy, who are here with us today. As you've heard from President Nook's earlier summary of her numerous accomplishments, Megan has achieved a lot during her time at UNI, both academically and through her various co-curricular activities. A theme that emerges when you look at Megan's impressive list of accomplishments is to actively seek out opportunities that help you grow and stretch. One of Megan's faculty advisors told me, Megan doesn't sign on to do things in order to pad her resume. She has genuine curiosity about the world, wanting to learn as much as she can and find ways to make a difference in the world. Now, where I have gotten to know Megan the best is through her time as president of the Sabres, our student ambassadors within the College of Social and Behavioral Sciences. She has shown high levels of leadership, Megan has been an outstanding representative for UNI, meeting with prospective students and their families on visit days and giving formal and informal presentations about the UNI student experience to various groups. She has enthusiastically taken on any of the tasks that were requested of her, and her passion for UNI and everything Panther has always shown through. We'll miss her, but we wish her the very best as she heads on to her next step in graduate school. Please join me in welcoming Megan to the podium.
Thank you, Dean Bass, for your kind introduction. President Nook, members of the Platform Party, faculty and staff, students, families, and guests, it is an honor and privilege to speak to you today. Graduates, today I invite you to think of the extraordinary dedication that brought us to this point, the many paths that led us to choose UNI, and the tough choices we made to have the opportunity to walk across this stage today. We chose long nights of studying, seeing family and friends less often than we'd like, and 8 a.m. classes when all we wanted to do was sleep. We sacrificed time and money to be here, and it wasn't easy. We chose a difficult path. But those sacrifices and tough choices should not be met with regret, as they helped us get to where we are today, and they will provide us great opportunities in the future. I chose UNI the first time I stepped on this campus in high school, and I quickly fell in love with the welcoming environment and community. I knew that I had a place here, and I had the opportunity to contribute to this campus. Like many of you, I balanced commitment to my classes with full-time employment and community and campus involvement. I took full advantage of the opportunities UNI had to offer, and I dedicated my time to student organizations that allowed me to meet my best friends. My time at UNI helped me to develop into a leader focused on serving others. Very few nights did I get the recommended 7 to 8 hours of sleep. And I'm sure many of you sacrifice your sleep time and time again. I repeatedly said yes to extra leadership positions and responsibilities, shifts at work, and time and energy dedicated to helping others. I focused on social justice issues, particularly on sexual violence prevention and diversity issues. I advocated for those struggling with issues that I once faced. I worked to leave a legacy on this campus, to leave UNI better than it was when I started. Without the continued support of my family, friends, and faculty, I wouldn't be standing here today. It was hard sometimes. I cried a lot. Countless times I asked myself if all of this was worth it. Standing here now, I can tell you that all of it was worth it. I know that these experiences will continue to benefit me as I pursue a graduate program in clinical or counseling psychology, and they will continue to benefit you in your future as well. Whether your next step in life is a new job, graduate school, or yet to be determined, those hours in the classroom, those 8 a.m.s, and those long nights studying and writing papers were worth it. Let's make them count, and let's use our knowledge and skills to help those that need it. As you walk across this stage, look at those around you, and think of the tough choices and sacrifices they have made to support you here today. Don't forget to thank them. Too often, we forget the sacrifice of those around us that made all of this possible. Now it's your turn to sacrifice for others, to make tough decisions, to respect diversity in your personal and professional pursuits, and work toward the betterment of your community, to solve the issues facing our complex and fast-paced worlds. In the coming years, there will definitely be hardships and obstacles. There will be tough choices, and nights where you question if the challenges you face are worth it. But it's nothing that we cannot handle. In the times where it all seems overwhelming, think back to today and lean on those who helped you get here. Remember this accomplishment, and do not be afraid to choose difficult paths. This accomplishment matters. Be proud of yourself. Education may just be the most powerful tool we possess to influence the world, and the world needs us. Remember that UNI has given you the tools necessary for your future and the opportunity to take action in making our world a better place. As we leave today, we'll be met with tough decisions regarding future employment, continued education, service to others, and the issues facing our world today. When these decisions become overwhelming, remember that your time at the University of Northern Iowa has given you abundance of knowledge and the skills to tackle all of the obstacles that come your way. We can do this. Congratulations, graduates, for all that you have accomplished thus far and for all that you will accomplish in the future.
Megan, thank you very much for that address, and I can assure you that you have made this university a better place with your presence. Thanks again. We are honored to have with us today members of the Board of Regents, State of Iowa. Regent Rachel Johnson, thank you for being here today. Please stand and let us recognize you again. Thank you. Speaking on behalf of the Board of Regents, State of Iowa, is Regent Milt Dakovich. Mr. Dakovich of Waterloo, Iowa, is president of Aspro Incorporated, an asphalt paving company based in Waterloo. With his professional and educational experience, he brings to the Board of Regents a strong background in construction. After growing up in Des Moines, he earned his degree from Iowa State University in both civil engineering and construction engineering, and he has spent his career working in the construction industry. He is past president of both the Associated General Contractors of Iowa and the Asphalt Paving Association of Iowa, and he is a life director of the Associated General Contractors of America. Regent Dakovich currently serves on the advisory boards of the Civil and Construction Engineering Technology programs at Hawkeye Community College in Waterloo and the Civil Engineering Technology program at Des Moines Area Community College. He is a member of the board of directors of Lincoln Savings Bank in Rhinebeck and a member of the Rotary Club of Waterloo. Regent Dakovich and his wife Kim have 5 children, and 2 of whom attended the University of Northern Iowa. Please join me in welcoming Regent Milt Dakovich.
On behalf of the Board of Regents, State of Iowa, I congratulate you on the academic success you have achieved. We are very proud of your accomplishments. Today, you will receive a degree from one of the finest universities in the country, a university which has provided you a strong foundation for your future success. Success that will no longer be defined by grades, but by the integrity with which you lead your life. I remember this day in my own life like it was yesterday. You should be proud. From the Board of Regents, congratulations, graduates. We wish you a very rewarding future.
We will now proceed to the awarding of the degrees. Dean Pease will now present the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Education. Those candidates will please rise.
Mr. President, on behalf of the faculty of the university, I have the honor to present to you these candidates who have successfully fulfilled the requirements for their doctoral degree. I am pleased to commend them to you for the awarding of their degrees.
By virtue of the authority granted by the State of Iowa, to the State Board of Regents, and by them delegated in me, I hereby grant to each of you, as appropriate and qualified, the degree of Doctor of Education, with all rights and privileges thereto pertaining. I now pronounce you graduates of the University of Northern Iowa.
The graduates will now be individually recognized as they are ceremoniously hooding. Our first doctoral degree is presented in honor of Phyllis Gray. This posthumous degree will be presented to Phyllis's sister, Mary Gray, who is representing the family, including her sister Dolly, who is in the audience today.
Posthumous degree, Phyllis Gray. Graduating in Community Health Education, Gail K. Carlson. Graduating with a degree in education, Carolee K. Doak. Caroline Fry Elser. Graduating with a degree in Allied Health, Recreation, and Community Services, Nuha Noor Valdadin. Julie Klein. Mariam Rod Zabo. Deborah Sue Zazama. Jamie Lynn Rodenkirk Sebring. John Edgar Spear. Michelle Hyde Swanson.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we please give all of our new doctors of education a rousing round of applause? Dean Pease will now present the candidates for the master's degrees from the College of Business Administration, the College of Education, the College of Humanities, Arts, and Sciences, and the College of Social and Behavioral Sciences. Those candidates will please rise.
Mr. President, on behalf of the faculty of the university, I have the honor to present to you these candidates who have successfully fulfilled the requirements for their respective degrees. I am pleased to commend them to you for the awarding of their master's degree.
By virtue of the authority granted by the State of Iowa to the State Board of Regents, and by them delegated to me, I hereby grant to each of you, as appropriate and qualified, the degree of Master of Accounting, Master of Arts in Education, Masters of Business Administration, Master of Music, Masters of Public Policy, Master of Science, and Master of Social Work, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. I now pronounce you graduates of the University of Northern Iowa.
The graduates will now be individually recognized. Ms. Greta Berghammer, professor in the Department of Theater, will read the names of the graduates. Graduates will be greeted by department heads and faculty members as they leave the stage.
In the area of business administration, Alba Lucia Algayan. Ashok Batari. Jonathan Kavol Mujing. Benjamin William Stevens. Gina Elizabeth Trimble. Bhaskar Optahayaya Zubidi. Students graduating with a degree in educational psychology, Leila Abdumohsen Al-Hassan. Michael Brent Banger. Kara Lee Howard. Ashley Nicole Hutton. Amy Eileen Johnson. Joshua Daniel Krauser. Students graduating with a degree in health education, Daniel Anders Lewison. Demi Marie Monahan. Students graduating with a degree in physical education, Craig Conradi. Mandy S. Masmar. Shane Matthew Olson. Students graduating with a degree in post-secondary education, Jamie L. Farley. Colby J. Reinking. Stephanie L. Rojas Miller. Carol M. Squires. Students graduating with a degree in School Library Studies, Elizabeth Ann Good. Jennifer Lynn Kaiser. Students graduating with a degree in Special Education, Michelle Marie Ehrenholtz. Larissa Catherine Baker. Nicole Lynn Fisher. Tealson Moran Hennefant. Bridget Marie Thompson. Amelia Darlene Smith. Hannah Marie Bergen. Navinder Brar. Students graduating with a degree in Communication Studies, Mir Ashfaqaz Zaman. Students graduating with a degree in English, Tasha Adrian Linda Muro. Students graduating with a degree in Mathematics, Brett Joseph Egan. Barbara K. Foster. Samuel Joseph Hunter. Genevieve R. Johnson. Stacy L. Mickelson. Eric Paul Scheidecker. Stephanie Marie Schmid. Corey Allen Sheely. Amanda May Vaniwagen. Mary Therese O'Malley. Students graduating with a degree in Performance, Kelly Ray Bailing. Annalie Milligan. Kelly K. Noltner. Kayla Marie Schmitz.
Azim Zaki Award.
Pardon me?
Azim Zaki Award.
Azee Award. Azee Award. Students graduating with a degree in Science Education, Jill Renee Christofferson. Allison Vaniwagen Schipper. Brandon Richard Yoder. Students graduating with a degree in Speech Language Pathology, Sarah Christine Ashland. Morgan Lynn Bowser. Kathleen K. Kayan. Michaela Amanda Corcoran. Michelle Morgan Dacey. Erin Christine Frey. Linnea Ann Griffith. Madeline Noreen Hyamba. Danielle Faith Hutton. Samantha Ann Kazmarek. Jennifer Elizabeth Lux. Annie McClure. Helena Lorene McNamara. Alexandra Christina Nadvet. Sarah Jean Olfest. Chloe Ann Schwarting. Tiffany Marie Smith. Hannah Christine Steffes. Christina Agostini. Students graduating with a degree in the teaching of English in secondary schools: Melissa Marie Kenkel, Leanne Lynn Smith. Students graduating with a degree in the teaching of English to speakers of other languages: Laura Hai Heidelbaugh, Hernan Osvaldo Gerena Gomez, Jennifer Christine Nimick, Dana Lee Noble, Allison Diane Yoshimura. Students graduating with a degree in counseling: Emma Ray Ambrose, Jessica Deal, Andrew Scott Eisman, Emily Ann Gilau, Callista Marie Hagan, Valerie Ann Ross, Casey James Semler, Christy Deanna Wagner. Students graduating with a degree in geography: Joel Nathaniel Heilman, Luke Allen Miller, Aurora Ostensen. Students graduating with a degree in public policy: Stephen Merle Hoosier, John Dale Ray, Jeremy Lynn Rosel,
At this time, the Provost of the University, Dr. James Wolpart, will now present the candidates for the bachelor's degrees from their respective units. The audience will find the disciplines and courses of study for each college listed in your commencement program.
Will the candidates for bachelor's degrees please rise? Mr. President, on behalf of the faculty of the University of Northern Iowa, I have the honor to present to you these candidates who have successfully fulfilled the requirements for their baccalaureate degrees. I am pleased to commend them to you for the awarding of those degrees.
By virtue of the authority granted by the state of Iowa to the State Board of Regents, and by them delegated to me, I hereby grant to each of you, as appropriate and as qualified, the degree of Bachelor of Arts Liberal Arts Program, Bachelor of Arts Teaching Program, Bachelor of Music Teaching and Professional Program, Bachelor of Music Teaching Program, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Science, and the Bachelor of Liberal Studies, with all the rights, privileges pertaining thereto. I now pronounce you graduates of the University of Northern Iowa. At this time, please move your tassel from the right to the left. Congratulations to all of you.
Please be seated. We will now individually recognize the graduates. Ms. Greta Berghammer will read the names of the graduates, and names will be read in alphabetical order within each major. Graduates will receive congratulations from their respective deans and be greeted by department heads and faculty members as they leave the stage.
From the College of Business Administration and the Department of Accounting, Ariana Raquel Aldana. Nathan Ryan Banwart. Kyle Lawrence Buhonic. Matthew Dylan Broderick. Ziwan Cheng. Lucas Corbett. Colton William Kroll. Shian Sui. Kyle Deloe. Zachary Lynn Alentz. Lauren May Friest. Maggie May Hallman. Brady Richard Hardiman. Seth Benjamin Hersom. Brody Kenneth Haying. Nathan David Hildebrand. Ann Jorgensen. Jacob John Kempen. Samuel Patrick Cooter. Dodge Afandalo Lanzo. Ishwan Lin. Wian Miao Liu. Olivia Ann Luger. Ji Ma. Michaela Ray Martin. Naomi Jane Miller. Fan Ping. Brandon Levi Qualley. Aaron Lynn Reister. Craig Eugene Schweer. Kelsey Sue Snyder. Ryan Matthew Soppy. Colton Richmond Steele. Jennifer Marie Van Sickle. Jacob Lee Valmar. Nicholas Mark Wallace. Brittany Marie Watson. Madison Marie Weekly. Nicholas Cruz Rodebush. Gage Canellis. Chongqing Tang. Wenqing Tai. From the Department of Economics, Davis John Murphy. E. Wang. From the Department of Finance, Dylan Lee Beck. Autumn Marie Broquet. Colton Blake Hansen. Baylor James Hill. Jill Elizabeth Hinchin. Dallas Lee Emule. Alex Jacobson. Ryan James Nichols. Nathan Allen O'Brien. Matthew John Polton. Justin Michael Ryder. Yo Tien. Nathan Robert Trainery. Benjamin Elijah Williams. Timothy Allen Wolf. From the Department of Management, Tiffany Lynn Bazin. Kelsey Lynn Backenstedt. Dakota Johnson Brown Cox. Emily Marie Eichert. Jared Farley. Alyssa K. Fisher. Samuel Jeffrey Hoos. Ryan Francis Jessen. Diana Kanasha. Courtney Joe Kennan. Muyang Lee. Caitlin Marie Loveland. Alan William Nias. Darby Petrito. Anna Louise Peterson. Elizabeth Louise Simmons. Marshall Sinwell. Christian Soul. Weston Douglas Spedding. Joshua Bradley Tipton. Jennifer K. Ward. From the Department of Management Information Systems, Jonathan Scott Hamilton. In the area of marketing, Joel Russell Allison. Aaron Richard Bergen. Braden Timothy Bergman. Kyle Robert Bundy. Matthew J. Gillen. Rachel Corinne Latham. Logan Michael Mayer. Christine Ann Nemick. Leiloni Vianney Rethmeyer. Michael Rabando. Ichen Shi. Hunter Wayne Vogt. Sydney Morgan Zepnek. Students graduating with a degree in real estate, Leanne Nicole Beanfang. Isaac Matthew Ehlers. Renee Elizabeth Mitchell. Hunter James Norland. Rachel Colleen Smith. Alana Faye Werner. Students graduating with a degree in supply chain management, Ryan Ray Adair. Jordan Alexander Arp. Dalton Michael Bruce. David William Guyett. Christopher James Kennedy. Ryan Mark Kramer. Thomas Holding Larson. Jake Curtis Mueller. Christopher Michael Pointer. Hunter Allen Schiefelbein. Jennifer Nicole Ventling. From the College of Humanities, Arts, and Sciences, students graduating with a degree in art. Charity Joy Britton. Christina Marie Carver. Iris May Frazier. Abigail R. Gardias. Andrew Donald Golightly. Natalie Ann Heddens. Ashley Elizabeth Jones. Kristen Renee Miller. Dawn Marie Riesdorf. Nicholas Lyle Hall. Nathaniel Tretton. Students graduating with a degree in biochemistry. Vaughn Michael Cook. Clayton Anthony Steimel. Students graduating with a degree in biology. Sarah Ann Bakken. Samantha Gail Barth. Ashley K. Berry. Olivia Diane Geyser. Molly Ann Langhenry. Kathleen Loretta Madsen. Marie Rose Maston. Brandon Rios Ramirez. Students graduating with a degree in communication. Michael Ryan Alexander. Julie Ann Beto. Jacob Donald Bishop. Morgan Ray Bonwell. Kelsey Marie Boyer. Austin John Brands. Logan Patrick Cornwell. Hannah Lee Detweiler. Doris Marquis Fountain. Carly Michelle Galligan. Olivia Emma Godfrey. Darian Margaret Gordon. Lindsay K. Hubble. Bailey Joy Kellogg. Donovan Curtis Koseman. Mackenzie Marie Marley. Abigail Ann Martin. Jenny Ann McLean. Jonathan Stephen McReynolds. Molly Teresa O'Brien. Annette Mary Reesner. Brandolyn Jade Rogers. Amanda Rochelle Strayer. Matthew James Streb. Logan John Weirs. Caitlin Joyce Woods. Students graduating with a degree in communication with an emphasis in digital media. Brett Lee Olson. Zachary Gordon Strike. Kyle Stoutenberg. Students graduating with a degree in communication with an emphasis in public relations. Joel Christopher Betzer. Victoria Catherine Bogey. Megan Nicole Fackler. Alexandra Marie Fakrevik. Katie Marie Jerome. Miranda Michelle Cook. Andrea Christine Martinson. Raylyn Marie Mealing. Erin Elizabeth Morgan. Emily Taylor Ritchie. Austin James Sanford. Haley Rachel Wolf. Students graduating with a degree in communication disorders: Mallory K. Ann Adams. Naira Ballas. Hannah Nicole Block. Kendall Ann Dietering. Caitlin Jo Hahn. Renee Huber. Brittany Elizabeth Length. Aisha Maria Miller. Madeline Grace Nelson. Cassidy Lane Ryden. Mallory Patricia Reynolds. Sydney Ryan Rabarchik Roberts. Taylor Joe Rower. Hannah Joan Tiffany. Shania Waller. Students graduating with a degree in computer science: Bo Anthony Brown. Amanda Marie Brundage. Adam Joseph Lensing. Braden Lee Menke. Charles Anthony Neff. Samuel Joseph Nelson. Matthew Joseph Peters. Matthew Lee Popelka. Logan Joseph Radiloff. Ryan Jean Richmond. Nathan Jacob Rondo. Students graduating with a degree in construction management: Zachary Scott Buchheit. Students graduating with a degree in English: Catherine Marie Bailey. Adam John Bolts. Megan Elizabeth Gumat. James Longstreet Hansen. Jacob Michael Jane. Autumn Faye Cross. Haley Tobin Laughlin. Caitlin Linda Miller. Austin Newland. Ashley Marie Thronson. Students graduating with a degree in environmental science: Mitchell Thomas Kellner. Students graduating with a degree in graphic design: Emma Carolyn Billerbeck. Jacob Monternac. Students graduating with a degree in graphic technologies: Mariah L. Palmer. Mallory Marie Thurm. Shelby Ruth Ticky. Molly Diane Watson. Samantha Marie White. Brandon Chauncey Fagel. Nicholas Scott Applegat. Melissa Margaret Curtis. Anne Kristen Langer-Bartels. Catherine Kaylee McCombs. Hannah Marie McDermott. Devin Jacob Metlin. Sydney Nicole Owen. Brianne Nicole Tuttle. Students graduating with a degree in manufacturing, engineering, and technology. Tanner Joel Barber. Eric Douglas Bonewitz. Students graduating with a degree in mathematics. Ellen Marie Barbaresso. Leah Rose Davis. Danielle Sue Moss. Malekta Nasidutbu. Deuce Keloy Faley. Candy Sue Schwan. Rebecca Ann Shear. Students graduating with a degree in music education. Fallon Danielle Stark. Students graduating with a degree in music. Tony Ryan Aldrich. Nicholas Michael Todd. Students graduating with a degree in philosophy. Zachary Dean Chapman. Students graduating with a degree in physics. Sai Her. Students graduating with a degree in teaching English to speakers of other languages. Shauna Hasha Nicole Gutierrez. Tessa Noel Horn. Students graduating with a degree in technology management. Branson Wayne Bachman. Adis Beganovich. Travis Martin Burrow. Christopher P. Cargan. Rico LaShawn Clemens. Jacob Tyler Curley. Amanda Marie Gallitz. Alex Hill. Rob Richard Martins. Austin William Piper. Justin Arthur Ranfeld. Adam Michael Reth. Quinton John Whaling. Colton Draker. Students graduating with a degree in theater. Callie Anna Bach. Taylor Joe Robb. Austin Kenneth Stiers. Sam Kelly Wiegers. But we haven't done all the colleges yet, have we? Okay.
Yep. We've got it. All right, we're set.
Wasn't the one I was hoping for. From the College of Continuing Education, students graduating with a degree in liberal studies. Javion Lavelle Browning. Elijah Campbell. Brandon Dravion Carnes. Aaron Francis Dargan. Beauty Lorene Fitz. Mackenzie Noelle Reffley Hayes. Lori Ann Johnson. Caitlin Mary Kelly. Tyrell Vashon Lyons. Lindsay Ray Minor. Marissa Ann Kephart Patterson. Malcolm Washington. Jacob Ryan Zahner. Jamie Christine Baldwin. Catherine S. Ford. Andrew Jean Jessup. Students graduating with a degree in individual studies: Delaney Catherine Bolton. Brittany Cole Davies. Neil Cameron Eakins. Courtney Marie Burmeister. Students graduating with a degree in early childhood education: Bethany Joanne Phillips. Thomas Ryan Treeler. Michaela Christine Walters. Students graduating with a degree in elementary education: Lindsay Michelle Anderson. Michaela Jean Andrews. Sadie Michelle Backoff. Rachel Catherine Baxter. Megan Alice Barrett. Stephanie K. Bodie. Jessica Heather Bowler. Sabrina Lynn Bumke. Brandon Joseph Christian Burke. Emily Ann Doxey. Amber Jean Drilling. Lindsay Ann Deeker. Jocelyn Nicole Elder. Michaela Marie Fay. Rachel Ellen Ferguson. Emily Nicole Fickle. Hannah Grace Finn. Danielle Noel Furch. Kayla Ann Geary. Alexandria Jean Hansen. Emily Grace Heckroth. Micaiah Elizabeth Henniges. Katie Ann Henry. Morgan Marie Ives. Krista Lou Kilty. Megan Elizabeth Koob. Samantha Marie Cruzy. Emily Christine Coudron. Anne LaFleur. Treshandria Dariache Lathan. Mackenzie Dawn Lee. Allie Suzanne Lichty. Josephine Frances McKee. Haley Ray Mallow. Haley Alexis Malm. Kayla Marie McComber. Melanie Dawn McGill. Allison Renee Miller. Breelyn Mackenzie Notterman. Rachel Evelyn Nehus. Kayla Sue Ort. Jenna Rose Peters. Alexis Marie Reichs. Morgan Aaron Renfer. Caitlin K. Ruth. Jody Rose Shares. Lindsay Nicole Schulte. Dylan Lee Schaefer. Kylie Ann Siddle. Haley Claire Snyder. Anna Marie Gabrielle Sorensen. Curtis James Stacy. Samantha Ann Standersky. Cameron Robert Stevens. Katie Lee Tapke. Kelsey Lee Wap. Rachel Marie Wilson. Darren Elizabeth Wilchin. Kelly Marie Werzer. Anna Mae Zeller. Brooke Bartles. Students graduating with a degree in Leisure, Youth, and Human Services. Ashley Faye Benega. Madeline Shea Christensen. Kelsey Corrine Hansen. Mallory Hunter. Carlene Rose Iser. Rachel Lynn Saul. Students graduating with a degree in Movement and Exercise Science. Christina Elaine Andorf. Brittany Lynn England. Hannah Joy Hesse. Tony Charles County. Anthony J. Potabom. Byron Craig Rich. Timothy Ronald Swanson. Dylan Anthony Thielen. Students graduating with a degree in physical education. Amber Lee Carter. Chelsea Sue Launis. Austin Michael Oborny. Trevor Michael Shores. Students graduating with a degree in health promotion. Caitlin Studer. Michael Licht. From the College of Social and Behavioral Sciences, students graduating with a degree in anthropology. Stephanie Sue Cadlick. Catherine Teresa Maximin. Eliza Anna Ross. Students graduating with a degree in criminology. Elizabeth Michaela Deniston. Tabitha Ann Ferguson. Allison Jane Fleming. Pearl Jean Hammis. Ranisha Tremaine Haywood. Nathan Terrence Herber. Nathan Andrew Hager. Jasmina Husick. Kara Marie Cruzy. Garrett Milo McConnell. Dylan John Merritt. Dallas Michael Mosaikis. Taylor Jeffrey Pratt. Antonio Deshawn Red. Jade Maureen Rowley. Jocelyn Marie Schaefer. Mackenzie Sue Schleisman. Bryce Thomas Sweeney. Cameron James Voorhees. Damian I. Zupeda. Students graduating with a degree in Family Services, Alexis Renee Alfaro. Carly Blankenfeld. Bianca Marie Calzada. Maria Carolina Cardoza. Brianna N. Crowley. John Andrew Denton. Anna Elizabeth Hunt. Taylor Ray Jensen. Grace Elaine Parsley. Brianna May Pike. Ezekiel Delane Walker Pittman. Grace Cecilia Poe. Samantha Paige Shurji. Students graduating with a degree in geography, Dylan Carter Constant. Students graduating with a degree in gerontology, Kaylee Marie Killian. Andrew Brawley Klein. Amanda Rose Lancer. Anthony John Dunn. Dustin Neil Gehring. William James Gormally. Kennedy Lewis Heimerdinger. Kyle James Kennedy. Peter Anthony Lyon. Brittany Morgan Myers. Dylan Wayne Nielsen. Jeremy Michael Schlamp. Casey Janard Zuhl.
He went to political science because he got a 9.
I'm not allowed to do that. Parker Lawrence Bennett. Students graduating with a degree in psychology, Janine Kristen Beza. Jirai Jamila Ba. Alyssa Marie Barnes. Anna Bakonich. Terrell Elizabeth Einwalter. Benjamin Russell Feenup. Lucille Madden G. James Michael Gibbons. Caitlin Renee Klein. Megan Claire Kennedy. Tierra Marie Lupin. Lauren Renee Mangwazer. Justina Janae Spear. Bailey Nicole Stahl. Students graduating with a degree in public administration, Reagan E. Reese. Brett Michael Frost. Lynn L. Lamert. Students graduating with a degree in social science teaching, Andrew Thomas Herring. Heath Nolan Hutchison. Bailey Ann Lindell. Eric Thomas Miller. Hayden Patrick Shea. Students graduating with a degree in social work, Kaylin May Ulf. Kylie Rochelle Ulf. Brianna May Andrews. Shakari Jarnay Baker Bruce. Bethany Grace Breeding. Jennifer Lynn Cormani. Jacob Allen Cowan. Emily Ann Elke. Courtney Lynn Killam. Katie Louise False. Kristen Jana Sauerbry. Dorisha Sykes. Students graduating with a degree in sociology. Rachel Marie Bruns. Leanna Marie Mishuk. Claudia Nicole Marshall. Student graduating with a degree in textile and apparel, Dennis Samuel Artega. You done now?
Is that it? At this time, please welcome Dr. Scott Peters, Associate Professor of Political Science and representative of the faculty.
The University of Northern Iowa is dedicated to providing quality faculty with diverse backgrounds who are dedicated to student success. On behalf of the faculty, I would like to offer my congratulations to all of today's graduates. We're very proud of your accomplishments. The degree you're receiving is from an institution that values the quality of your education and is invested in your experience as students and alumni. Your diploma is a symbol of your academic success at the University of Northern Iowa. Display it with pride. We wish you continued success and best wishes for the future. Thank you. It is now my pleasure to introduce Mr. Jamal White, President of Northern Iowa Student Government.
Thank you, Dr. Peters. I am honored for the opportunity to speak in front of you all on one of the most celebratory days during your time here at the University of Northern Iowa. It has been my distinct privilege to serve as the president of Northern Iowa Student Government and the student body and represent you all across campus and at the state of Iowa. The faculty and staff, your parents and friends have helped you attain the skills necessary to be successful as we develop our next journey. When you leave the McLeod Center today, I encourage you all to live your life to the fullest and make UNI proud while doing so, as I have no doubt in my mind that you'll do just that. Your involvement at UNI will benefit you in your first job, graduate school, and even volunteer opportunities. Take what you have learned and be the difference. The world is counting on you. Enjoy today and congratulations on your achievements. Go Panthers. Now it is my pleasure to introduce Mr. David Boyer, Chair of the UNI Alumni Association Board of Directors.
All right. Almost ready, aren't we? So thank you, Jamal. Greetings, distinguished guests, faculty, students, family, and friends. On behalf of more than 116,000 alumni, I would like to extend and congratulate you, the members of the class of 2017. You have earned a fabulous degree from the University of Northern Iowa, and you should be proud of this momentous accomplishment. Your time here as a student was brief compared to what commences today, your lifelong experience as an alum of this great institution. I encourage you to become an engaged and involved Panther, no matter how far away your career may take you. You always know that the Alumni Association is your constant connection to UNI. Consider getting involved with an alumni club, attending a social event, or coming back to Cedar Falls for homecoming. I also encourage you to stay in touch with the faculty and staff here at UNI. As a graduate of UNI, you and your active participation in the life of the university will help you continue to develop personally, enhance your value of your degree, and help advance UNI to new heights. You are joining a family of more than 116,000 fellow graduates. At this time, I would like to ask all UNI alumni in the audience, please stand and let's applaud the newest members of our UNI alumni family. Yeah. Okay. Thank you again, and congratulations to our newest class. Thank you.
It says closing remarks, so we're almost done. Graduates, I'd like to ask you to stand one more time. Help me say congratulations to the newest University of Northern Iowa graduates. You're now alumni. I want you to stay standing for just a little bit. I want you to think of a faculty member that made a tremendous difference in your getting to this day today. And on behalf of all the faculty then, join me in thanking the faculty and the staff of this university for helping you get to this place. Thank you very much. You can be seated. The success of many of you is really the success of many of the people around you, your family, your friends, children, people who have supported you sometimes with cash, sometimes with moral support, sometimes by doing your laundry. So please join me in thanking all of your friends who came to celebrate this day with you. It is now an honor today to honor all of you graduates. So please, everyone, stand and join us in the singing of the University of Northern Iowa alma mater, led by UNI graduate student Kelly Noltner, soprano.
Song
Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Kelly. Please be seated for our final announcement. Please direct your attention to the top of the McLeod Center. At this time, we would like to thank Conductor and Associate Professor John Wiles and the University of Northern Iowa Brass and Percussion Ensemble for their music. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that all graduates and audience members remain in place until after the President's Party has exited the McLeod Center. At that time, all graduates and guests should exit up the stairs only. These commencement exercises being now completed, please rise for the recessional of the President's Party. The fall commencement exercises of 2017 for the University of Northern Iowa are now adjourned.